You know what's funny? I actually it came up on my screener. It's Anchor Network, not Anchor Protocol. So I'm looking at it because it's on my screener. ANKR. It's ANKR.
Oh, ANKR. Okay. Yeah, if it don't have enough volume, and it's not something that, all right. So this one is a lot better. All right, but this one is already taken off. It's already broken out.
Right.
So I'll look at it on a day, of course. This is where the fair value at. It could be a pump. So normally I don't like to see I don't like something that I miss. So if I didn't get into it here when it had this first bullish, that means that I missed out. And I like to get things when it's crossing above. And so on a 2 hour, it's up too much. To me, it's not good risk management. It can continue to go. It's trending up, but that has a lot of room to come back down. So I will put this on a list for like Thursday if I'm expecting the market to drop to look at it then. All right, because that's why I'm looking at Ethereum Classic or something that gives me a little bit of safety. Or at least I know where the support levels are. If something is straight up, it's kind of hard to trade it. All right. So the alligator here is broken out at 23.50. Sometime I'll buy a position here, and then I'll buy another position here and get into a better area. And so, you asked me my opinion. I see Rhoda says Acre is a good project. And, for me personally, I'm just trying to make money for the next 2 weeks. I'm not trying to forecast what's going to happen in 6 months or 3 months. I'm not a long-term investor. I'm a swing trader and I trade momentum. And I'm just trying to make some money. So at this point, good projects is not something I want to hold on to. Right? I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get paid for these next 2 weeks. I'm in and out of trades. I just want to make high probable trades. That's my philosophy. Right? When someone says it's a good project, can I make money off of it? All right. AVAX. So would I take a trade on AVAX? Right? AVAX is on a day. It's here, the fair value gap. So first thing I'm going to do is identify where would I exit if I got into it right now. Why is this? I got to fix this chart. They're going to fix the scaling is off. So how you fix this on TradingView? They have the settings here, and it has these scales. What is it? Says line. It's one of these here, and that's everybody need to play with the TradingView to understand like some of these skills you messed up. But on AVAX, it is underwater, right? And it's starting to come out, right? I look at the different time frames. It broke here, and here's where it's taking off, 1593. So if I was to get in AVAX right now, right, I know that 1596 is the area I want to get in. So even if I had to take a trade, right, on AVAX, and I wanted to put an order in, right, I would probably put an order in around 1593. I'm gonna do 10x this way. If it goes down lower, all right. So you asked me how I feel about it. I feel it's tradable at 1593. All right. So I'm looking at it here. I see this is where the alligator, the 20-day M&A. If it doesn't come down, right, 1606, 1593, and where would I exit? Definitely if it drops below 1580, right, to me, it is an exit. So 1586 is the 50-day M&A. The trend trader is here, right? So around this 50, I got 1596. So if I can buy it in between here, I'm happy. Right. And then I look at it on the day, it is low. The fair value gap starts around here. right? It starts between this area here. You can take a chance if you want up here, or, for me, I just want to manage the risk. So if I get in at 1596, 1590, I know that I'm not going to lose much. Right. And I know that we're going to have a drop, at some point this week. So I can go here to CoinGecko and I can say, hey, you know what? I can go here and I say, let me look at AVAX, right? And I want to look at the low, the 24-hour low. And I want to look at the 7-day low. So 7-day low is 1490. 24-hour low is 1570, right? So it started off at 1570 day. Maybe the low tomorrow, because I look at the historical data, and I say, hey, where's a good price to get in, right? The last 7 days, 1595. 1595 was the open, 1567, 1544. So I know that the bare minimum is at 1544. It drops below that. That means that it hadn't hit that low in 7 days, or at least the open. So I definitely don't want to stay in if it's dropping below 1554. 1595 would be a good area if it's making lower highs. It had 1576, maybe it has 1580, 1590 the next day. All right, so that's how I look at it. And, we're still expecting bullish, but maybe it dips down and grabs my order. Or I get in right now and I have more risks, right? AVAX is still low. And it's right now, it's trending up. If I have time to buy here, and then I would be exiting here, that's still, I know now I have a plan. The fair value gap is 1612. It shows you this volume is below average selling because it's orange, right? And this is how I'm looking at it. Here's where it took off, 1577, 1586, because I'm looking at all the above average buying. All right, did everybody have that? I'm just walking you through how I'm looking at the market with the fair value gap, with the alligator, and the areas that I would want to get in.
And then from a swing situation on that, that in September, AVAX was pretty steady between $19 and $21 for, right, I think most of the month. So it has a good upside for a swing trade, but that's probably more long-term than your philosophy or your strategy right now, correct?
So I'm trading for it today.
Right.
And if it continues to trend up, I'm not getting out of ETH until, it breaks down.
Right.
So, but I'm trading for right now. So that's my philosophy, is that I don't care what it's going to do in 3 or 4 months. I need to get in the trade good now so I can have time. So I can make a decision later, but right now the focus is getting in a good trade today.
For these hot 2 weeks, basically.
No, but today I'm just.
No, I know, I get that, but right, I mean, there, throughout these 2 weeks, that's your same philosophy, day by day, to make the most you can per day.
Day by day, and as it goes up, now I have a long term. Like, hey, now I'm trying to make it to tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow? Yeah. I think they're going to have economic news on Thursday, so I'll reevaluate it then. But I'm not going to forecast.
Right.
So I'm not going to have a plan for Thursday until I get to Wednesday.
Yeah, right now you're living for another day.
I'm living for another day.
Yeah, I got you.
That's how I was able to ride a trade from 70 cents all the way to $800. Because I was living day by day. Right? Where other people was getting out, oh man, I'm up. Like, no, should I stay in the trade right now? Is it staying above? I was taking it day by day. And that is a way where it's like, all right, when I first get into it, and I'm taking it hour by hour. Am I getting in at the right hour? Is this time right? Do I have anything else to do? Like, do I have an hour to watch it? If I don't have time, then I can't just take a chance. So Sunday, I had planned to be able to watch the market. I planned to enter in a trade. I was away. I was back home in front of my computer. I was going to be gone for 6 or 7 days. That is when I made a trade. And it's a routine that I get into.